So let's look at the standard functionality in Business Central. And the first thing I want to do is let's just open up an item, and I'm going to just pick a standard inventory item. And down at the bottom of your standard item card, we've got this item tracking section here. And this item tracking code is what we want to look at. And what this item tracking code allows us to do then is to determine how do we want to deal with serial numbers and lot numbers. Now we're dealing with just lot numbers in this webinar, so I'm gonna close the serial number tracking. Just know that the serial number tracking is identical to our options in the lot tracking section. So if we want to turn on lot tracking, we've got some options. Actually, we've got quite a few options here. So if you're an organization that really needs to track lot information when the product comes in the door, through your manufacturing or assembly process, and then as it's being shipped out the door. So we want to track it through the entire system. We'd really want to flip all these options on. But the thing to note is that we do have some options just to track, let's say, outbound transactions only. So if you're not an organization that needs to or wants to track a lot number on an inbound transaction, you actually can configure the base product to just allow the tracking on the outbound transactions if you want to. Okay, so just know that this can be configured as you go. A couple other features down here at the bottom. We do have in the base product some warranty and some expiration date tracking. Okay, so there is some, again, base functionality that's here, and we're going to see the additive nature of the lot extension as we go. But this is some base functionality. So if I come in here and I go to my item journal, and I've got a transaction set up already. So I have, oh, well, let's just put one in here. So what I would want to do is I would, transact my transaction, and then on the line item, I'm going to have this item tracking codes. And what the item tracking codes allows me to do is to assign lot and serial information to a particular transaction. Okay, so if I'm pick one from an existing transaction, et cetera, that's how I'm going to transact against it. So item tracking lines is where I'm going to access that lot and serial information. A couple things to note is we can capture a lot and serial number off of the item that you're working with. We also have the ability to auto number, let's say, lot numbers or serial numbers. So if you're in the manufacturing process or in an assembly process and you want to assign lot and serial numbers that you create through those processes, you can use the auto number that's set up on the item itself within the item tracking section on the item card itself to auto number those things. Okay, so that's some base functionality that's in the system